We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added access.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, and I wish you a very happy new year. Finally, we are now in the year 2025, and as we proceed in the year 2025, we must not forget that we have a lot of responsibilities. Our responsibility in this platform is to give you information and make sure that you have an update on what is going on in Biafra land, more especially things that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Today, I am going to share with you a very important video. Please pay attention to this video. In all the information that we see here, you are going to see that they have started again a new deceit to distract us from the restoration of independence of Biafra. We must not be distracted. It is either Biafra or nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it to us, and he has not changed his mind. If anybody tries to insinuate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have changed, that is a lie. Watch this video from beginning to the end. You will understand that the enemies will never give up. And those of us who are focusing on the restoration of Biafra, we must not give up. Do not get distracted, regardless what you hear or what you see. Always remember that it is Biafran first. All eyes must be on the rising sun. Every eye must be on the rising sun. Do not allow yourself to be carried away with things that are happening around you. The restoration of independence state of Biafra is one thing that we must focus on. We have the United States of Biafra now. Let's watch.
Conversation because of time. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, stated yesterday that they are opposed to all forms of criminality and are willing to collaborate with local security agencies to remove criminal elements similar to their actions against killer headsmen in the southeast. In a statement by the Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful, the pro-Biafra group led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu emphasized their commitment to lawfully eliminating criminal elements in the southeastern region. They highlighted that the Eastern Security Network, ESN, continues to fulfill its mandate of protecting the Southeast from killer headsmen and their associates. And of course, it goes on and on about their willingness and readiness to fight head-on in collaboration with talking about the security agencies who are Nigerians, if you want to put it that way, talking about Biafra and Nigeria fighting, talking about insecurity in the Southeast. But let me go to Mr. Dasike. IPOB's commitment to lawfully eliminating criminal elements in the Southeast. How can a non-state actor like IPOB effectively collaborate with official security agencies who have been going after them without escalating tensions?
I have followed myself when it was formed by Ralph Owazrike to IPOB, understand? And I know that it is not a violent organization, understand? IPOB is a non-violent organization, but there cannot be two sovereignties in one country. Just that there cannot be two kings in a kingdom, understand? So IPOB saying lawfully, understand? What they should do, understand? What they should do is to help the security agencies, understand me, are not taking power that's unto themselves. Because anybody that dies in the hand of a IPOB person or IPOB organization, understand, They are not state actors and shouldn't ascribe that lawful power to themselves. Nobody gave them that power. It is authoritative. They should know this. Even though everybody is bitter, everybody is against the insecurity in the southeast. But non-state actors must not take the power of security, government-recognized security agencies. So when they said that ESN is doing whatever they are doing, I don't know what ESN is doing. Understand? If what you are doing is not governed by the law, it is not in that it should be taken as a criminal act. I know that IPOB is a non-violent organization, even though some criminal elements are now hiding under it and perpetuating a lot of atrocities in the southeast. But they should try to be law-abiding. For me, what they should be doing is giving information to lawful security agencies and not taking laws into their own hands.
All right, let me go back to the comrade. The ESN is claiming credit for maintaining safety in the southeast. And you're in Port Harcourt, and of course, you might be very close to what's happening in the southeast, though you're in the south-south. How credible is this assertion from what you've seen so far so good, given the broader security challenges Nigeria faces, and most especially in the southeast?
Please, I crave your indulgence to repeat the question again. Thank you.
Okay, I'm talking to the barrister actually in our Port Harcourt studios. I was just talking about the ESN claims that have taken credit for maintaining safety in the southeast. How credible is this assertion from what you've monitored, what is going on in the southeast, given the broader security challenges going on facing the southeast at the moment? Barris, are you with us? All right. Comrade, what about the comrade? Are you with us? Okay, Barrister, go ahead. Barrister, go ahead.
Can I go on?
Yeah.
Okay, please. You're right. River State is very close to the states in the southeast, bordering about 2 or 3 of those states in the southeast. And then even some part of River State are actually not much, arguably, non-southeast states. So the reality is this. I've had my view and my position with respect to the agitations of the formations in the southeast, whether it is from the time of Masob and then now IPOB and even the ESN. Apparently, the point has been made that non-state actors cannot pride to legitimately carry out the functions, the statutory functions of the state security agencies and then the state actors. Nevertheless, I think I need to state here that there's something we are missing really in this country. That sometimes we may have the opportunity to incorporate the ideas, the expertise, the knowledge, and even, if you like, the human resources of those non-state actors and find to harmonize their efforts with the state agencies and all we are fighting actually to secure our environment and our society. But for the non-state actors, I think we need to really let them understand that anything outside of the law means unlawful and illegal. You can't bear arms, you can't bear explosives, or form yourself into any security agency. All of these are prohibited under our constitution and the statutory laws that we have. The questions about explosives, forming any security outfit are exclusive under our constitution. I mean the exclusive list for only the federal government to legislate and then to form such bodies. So at best, you can be a civil group working in collaborative agencies to ensure that there is security in your area. So if the organizers or the leaders of IPOB have come to say they are non-violent and then that they are going to work together with the conventional security agencies to ensure that there is peace and security in the southeast, I think that we should find some way to strategize and ensure that this collaboration works out. It is not about just, okay, yes, we know they are non-state, so they shouldn't talk about security at all. After all, security is not just about those in uniforms. So that for me would be what I will advocate. But observing the stories and the incidences that we have had, and then the negative sides that have been recorded in connection with the activities of some acclaimed members of IPOB, then one is worried whether there's any genuinity with this kind of indication to working together with the state security agencies. Because we have had rather confrontations between the state agents and then those agitators of IPOB and then the Eastern region. But again, I've always said, for expressing your right to self-determination, there is just a reasonable way to doing that. Even under the United Nations resolutions and instruments with respect to rights of citizens to self-determination, it is not that it must be violent. It's not that you will contravene provisions of the Constitution. It's also not that you conduct yourself in a way that probably threatens the peace. Yes, it's an agitation. Yes, it's something that the state may not willingly allow you probably secede or have self-determination the way you would want. But I think we have to be more strategic in that regard, and then also ensure that while we exercise our right, while we agitate for that self-determination, that the rights of others are not unwittingly violated, just as we have experienced even in the Southeast, to the extent that even Southeasterners have more and greater devastation economically, security-wise, lives have been lost, destruction, depletion of the economy of the Southeast. I think for me, that wouldn't really match as the aspirations of the Southeasterners, or put a quote, the expected Biafra Republic. So this is a total discussion, and the conversation, I think, for me is broader than just this collaboration that IPOB is declaring now, or giving an indication that they are going to be willing to work with the security. I think that the National Security Advisor and the leadership of all our security agencies to find a way intelligently, if you like, diplomatically, to work with these kind of groups, not just in the Southeast, but all other regions of this country that will have agitations and secessionist groups and, if you like, insurgents and militants.
All right, and of course, even the ESN have been celebrating their fourth anniversary, and they've been showing videos of their strength in terms of numbers of those who were actively part of their group, though definitely wearing nose masks and, of course, shielding themselves from these security agencies who might be going after them. Okay, let me go to Comrade before I get back to Mr. Nosike. IPOB's position on criminality suggests they aim to take on a security role. What are the risks of empowering regional groups like the ESN, and could it undermine state authority if they are being given this power or shared responsibility to fight insecurity in their region, most especially in the Southeast?
There's an issue of trust, between the non-state actors and government agencies. You can't just come out, openly now and saying that you could cooperate with the government agencies, because, that trust must be built, and the trust is not there already. For me, there's a lot of implications there, and good a thing, the Nigerian security agencies, are pioneered, by experienced men and women who understand, how to go about security, issues. So if IPOB or the ESN are saying that they would collaborate with the security agencies, the first point there is to begin to profile them, to understanding if actually their mindset is tailored towards doing what they are saying. Because there are two things there. Somebody could come in the open and say something, but behind him is going to do another thing. And you don't even know the trueness, the ingenuity of that statement. We've seen a situation where some so-called repentant terrorists, were recruited into the mainstream security architecture. And I will tell you that before now, we had opposed that policy. But I will still tell you that some of the issues we are having now could be related, to these guys, because you cannot trust the bad guy. And in our own system, even the profiling or the rehabilitation was not thorough. So for me, that policy or that statement, evokes a lot of suspicion. And I don't even see Nigerian security agencies, jumping at that. It's more or less like a great gift. Because at the end of the day, these are guys, who have over time expressed animosity, expressed anger, who do not really like your face. So you can't just say automatically now that you have become a repentant fellow, that you are now becoming very, very patriotic to the extent that you will now want to assist the security agencies to curb insecurity in Southeast. For me, I don't think that statement is something that anybody can take to the bank. It evokes a lot of suspicion. And I know our security agencies will not give it a backing.
All right, and of course, let me go to Mr. Instigate before we leave this conversation. Given IPOB's controversial status in Nigeria, how would the international community view the involvement of IPOB, for instance, in regional security efforts, and what impact might this have on Nigeria's global image?
I keep on saying IPOB is a non-state actor, understand? And their vision and that of the Nigeria conventional security agencies are not the same. So there's no way you can bring a horse and a monkey and put them in the same cage. One will certainly kill the other. So IPOB has their own agenda, which is self-determination. And our security agencies have their own agenda, which is protecting lives and property within this country. That's why I say there can never be two sovereignties in one country. So, IPOB saying that they want to collaborate. One, it will not work, and it will not work, and there's no way it can be accepted. Understand? There's no way it can be accepted. What I feel that they should do is that if they mean well, they can be given intelligence to the Nigerian securities on where bad things are happening. That's what I feel that they should be doing. But for them to be working together, why they have a different agenda? I don't see it working.
Could this also be something that Nnamdi Kanu is having an agreement with the federal government while in detention to maybe assuage his release if the ESN and, of course, IPOB is willing to fight insecurity in the Southeast alongside the government?
I know that the reason why they formed ESN is because the Nigerian police and the Nigerian army are not giving adequate protection to the people in the Southeast. Nigerian police and Nigerian army are in the Southeast to extort, to make money, and not to protect the life of people there, understand? So ESN was formed out of desperation. Since these people cannot protect us, let us start protecting ourselves. But that has not made it a legal entity. Understand me? That has not made it a legal entity. We have governors in the Southeast. We have the House of Assembly members in the South who people voted to do this thing that IPOB now wants to do. But it is because the governors are not doing it well. So ESN to me is a product of frustration. Since these people cannot protect us, let us bring out an organ that will do that protection. But that has not made it a conventional security agency. Understand?
What about the accusations against the same group for having some dissidents among them who have been involved in kidnapping and so various forms of criminalities?
In every 12, there must be a Judas. Some criminal elements are hiding under IPOB and committing atrocities in the southeast.
Why can't they? Why can't IPOB fish them out first of all and do a public, like say, announcement or pronouncements against the so-called elements to gain the trust of those who they believe they are
the real members of IPOB don't have the ammunition that these criminals have.
Understand? Where are they getting the ammunition from? Where could they be getting
the ammunition? Where is ISWAP getting on their own from? Guns are being sold in the open market. If you don't know, I can tell you that.
Very interesting.
Understand me? So it is the criminal elements that are hiding under IPOB and committing all this kidnapping, armed robbery, and so on and so forth. Understand? So they have given IPOB a very bad name. Understand? So what they can now, that's why I'm saying that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. If he's out, understand, then his members will now go home. Then anybody that is now caught will be treated as an individual and not as a member of IPOB. Understand me?
Okay.
So anybody caught will be treated as an individual, as OKK, as OKAFA, not as a member of IPOB.
All right. Okay, time not really our friend, Comrade Mokocha. It's also been awesome having you, as well as Barrister Ekene, all the way from our Port Harcourt studios. It's been awesome having your insights on the program. We just have to call it a day. It's been a wonderful debut you've had so far, gentlemen. And hopefully when we call on you some other time, you'll be able to join us on the issues.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good night, rest. All right, comrade?
All right. Very good. Much. It has been a very wonderful exposition.
All right. Thank you very much. And of course, Mr. Nosike, so it's a pleasure having you inside too.
Well,
you're smiling. You're happy. Okay. Of course, that's how we wrap today's episode of the Issues and Voice of the People TV. Thank you for being a part of the issues. If you found value in today's discussion, hit that like button, share this episode, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We are always looking to hear your perspective. Make sure you subscribe and have your notifications turned on so you don't miss a single episode. We'll be back tomorrow with more insights and updates. Until then, stay engaged, stay informed, and let's keep pushing for the change we deserve. I am Jerry Apelihai. See you next time on The Issues.
We've watched with disappointment and pain in our hearts as our dear president watch as some Nigerians, people like Reno Omokri, Fani Kayode, and Ruben Abat, make statements that is capable of setting this country on fire, and they watch without doing anything about it. We are here when one of the SND in Ajawo Estate made a similar statement. He was arrested, incarcerated for nothing. And we also demand that the federal government dismantle with immediate effect all the checkpoints and all the military checkpoints in the southeast. If the militaries could be in the southeast and we have this high level of crime in the southeast, I don't think we are safe in the hands of the military. We call on the governors of the southeast, raise vigilante groups. Let each community go and raise vigilante groups to guide yourself.
It's our children they are killing. We are standing our ground today to say no to all this. Otherwise, we'll all become not just widows, but childless.
Another thing we want to also talk about is that the federal government should please release Nnamdi Kanu so that we will have absolute peace in the southeast.
The illegal southeast governors and south governors that he has allowed to hire and recruit fellow Biafrans in the name of security forces to continue to kill our people. Because that is what they are doing. The illegitimate Soludo, Pitamba, Ozadimma, and Co. You all go ahead and hire reintegrated terrorists. You go ahead and hire fellow Biafrans that you bribe your way into, and they continue to kill innocent Biafrans. That we can no longer continue to happen. We demand that you leave United States of Biafra territory. We have 40 states in the United States of Biafra, 15 districts, 15 counties in each of the states, and we have our districts and we have our wards. The Nigeria terrorist state, Nigeria government, Christopher Musa, President Tinubu, you are mandated to leave Biafra land because we have gotten our independence. You have no place, you have no room to continue the occupation of the United States of Biafra at this moment. You are breaking the law. You are breaking our territorial integrity. You are doing what you are not supposed to do. Any presence of Nigerian military or police in Biafra land at this point is illegal. And Biafrans, we will do everything within our power to move you away from our land. That is a promise. We are going to do that. Nigerian government, you have the mandate to peacefully leave Biafra land with your delegitimized Southeast governors, South governors that are currently occupying Biafra land, trying to recruit unsuspecting Biafrans, giving them guns, giving them arms to continue to terrorize Biafra people. That is not acceptable in our land. You have to leave our land peacefully. I'm telling you, peacefully leave Biafra land, because now we are an independent nation. If you don't leave Biafra land, we are going to make you leave. I promise you that. You will leave our land. It is our right for self-determination. It is our right to self-defend ourselves. It is our right for you to stop killing our people, killing our men, killing our women, killing our children, going to the markets, terrorizing them, interfering with the peaceful nature of Biafrans. You do not have the rights to do that. And you must leave our land. You will leave our land. Anything Nigeria occupying, anything Nigeria in Biafra territory, we mandate you to leave Biafra territory. On that note, we are going to go ahead and pass a couple of bills.
Asịkwana Chineke na enweghị ihe ọ ga-eme, maka ọ ga-eme gị nwụọ n'ike. Hope asịkwana na dị ihe Chineke ga-eme, ọ ga-emekwa ịfụnanya. Isi eluigwe na nwere ihe ọ ga-eme maka Biafra, ọ ga-eme ya ịfụ ya n'anya. Ịghọtago? Ezi aka ọ dị. Ịghọtago? Ọnwa pie. Ogbugo ọtụtụ ọtụtụ anwụgo.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move. Airborne.